Thank you. Fall is right around the corner, and that means it is time to start thinking about changing up your skincare routine.
Here to share some tips with us is Dr. Jessie McCracken. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I feel like when we get to the colder season part of the year, my number one problem, it gets cold one time, suddenly my hands are cracked,
Same.
my lips are chapped.
Right?
I don't make it through the
And
winter.
I'm chasing that. I'm chasing like the fix to that for the entire
Right.
season. Is there any way you can prevent it before it even happens?
There are a few things you need to keep in mind. So your skin's an organ. It's your biggest organ. So you need to be hydrated. Drink the water, you know, those kind of things. You're going to see that in your skin as long as you stay hydrated. The other thing is, as we come into these months, you're going to be turning the heat on. Your skin's going to be drier because the air's drier. So if you sleep with a humidifier in your bedroom or in other places in your house, but especially in your bedroom because you're going to be consistently spending time in there, that's going to help with your skin. It's also going to help keep all of your tissues moist, and that way when you get those respiratory things that also come with the cold weather, that'll help kind of lessen the symptoms.
Yeah, that's what I need, because I thought the issue was the air outside,
Cold,
so
yeah.
it really could be the air inside your home as well.
Yeah, so because when you're turning the heat on, it dries out the air and
But you
your
need it.
skin is affected.
But you need it in the
Right.
winter. It's too
Absolutely.
cold out there.
Absolutely.
You know, we were talking during the break, and it kind of surprised us to hear, but you know, it's something you really don't think about being a problem in the fall that can actually create a lot of problems for your skin, and that's a sunburn.
Absolutely. So it only takes 15 minutes of sun exposure to cause skin damage. So even when you're in your car, you're being exposed to that. So wearing sunscreen every single day is important, even when it's not beach or pool or lake fun, you know, so that needs to just be part of your morning routine every day.
Well, we were both shocked by that, because with the cooler weather, a lot of people do want to get outside, take those longer walks. They take off the jacket because they work up a little bit of a sweat, so that can actually be hurting your skin.
Yes, and you know, specifically on your face, because your face is always exposed. So that's something, you know, every single morning after you get out of the shower, put that sunscreen on. You want SPF 30, and then just put it on, go on, and you'll be protected every day.
Do you have any recommendations on how to make these tips part of your daily routine? Oftentimes, you know, people have their routine, and it's hard to change from that. So do you have any
Right.
recommendations to help people get involved with that?
Right, so just make it a habit. So, you know, next to your toothbrush in the morning, I mean, everybody brushes their teeth in the morning, right? So have your toothbrush and your sunscreen right there, and just get something that you like on your face, something that you're going to be comfortable wearing. You don't have to wear those heavy sunscreens, you know, the real thick ones. You can find something lighter as long as it's SPF 30 that'll protect your skin.
Now, some makeups actually say they have that built-in SPF. Is that really SPF, or should we be putting a little extra layer on there?
I like an extra layer. And you know, there's tinted sunscreens which work really nicely as a base layer for women or men, whoever. I mean,
John needs a
really-
little bit of a tan too,
Yeah,
so he could
totally,
use a little
I
tinted
need the sunscreen. I'm good without that sunburn.
But there are a lot of women just wear the tinted sunscreen. But you can get a non-tinted to put under your makeup. But as long as it's just part of your daily routine every single day.
All right. And you mentioned earlier as well, now might be the time of the year for more extensive types of treatment for your skin. Why is that now versus other times of the year?
So because you're not going to be out in the sun as much during these cooler months, anytime it's a good time to restore your skin. You know, we're just coming out of the summertime. You've been in the sun a lot. This is the time to do those more aggressive treatments. The peels, any laser treatments. So if you want to think about laser resurfacing to get rid of some of that sun damage, laser hair reduction, this is the time for that, because you don't want to be in the sun when you're having those more aggressive skin treatments.
Well, thank you so much. We'll have all these tips online and a copy of this interview, so you can go right back through it and figure out exactly what you need to do this upcoming fall. And of course, we'll have a link to her practice over in Bristol. So if you do need that extensive service, you can go check it out. We'll be right back after the break.